Hello, today I'm going to show you how to build a Spyker C8 inspired supercar in an automation game. Uh, I'll let you have a look at it to begin with. You can see the aluminium accents with some gold thrown in there as well. Carbon fiber inside the headlights. Nice little logo there. Tesla-like wheels, nice vent there on the side, glass roof panel, as well as a glass panel on the engine cover to expose the engine. Lots of carbon fiber in the interior, quite detailed as you can see. So this is a mid-engine rear-wheel drive supercar, kind of a race inspired supercar that is very exclusive at the same time, with a handmade interior. As you can see, the body in and of itself is inspired by a Honda NSX, and yeah, I'm gonna show you how to build it now. So to begin with, we're gonna be using this body with a 2.59 meter wheelbase. The model year is 2008 for the model, trim, engine and engine version. For our panel material, we'll be using aluminium. It's a monocoque chassis made out of carbon fiber with a mid-transverse mounted engine. We got push rod suspension front and rear. Like I said, racing inspired. Relatively high quality, +5, and I'm using +15 on everything in the tech pool for this one, because I wanted it to be kind of high tech, And I'm gonna show you the body morphs now. You can just pause whenever you like to make sure that you get everything. If you want to copy me here. Yes, no convertible. It's not even available. Again, +5 quality. Regarding the paint, I'm using, let's see here. Yeah, I don't really know how to yeah, here you can see the hex code and all the other values that I'm using for this paint. And I'm using glass, grill steel, transparent. Just really basic stuff here. I'm going to show you this one to show you the values. You can see the hex, everything else. And I'm going to show you this one to go to advanced paint mode. Here we have that. Yes, I think that's about it. Maybe? Oh yeah, I almost forgot the gold accents. This is steel, apparently, that I've modified the color of. Fixtures, I'm not gonna go through all of this, but you probably can emulate this to a satisfactory degree if you want to. Yeah. The drive type is rear wheel drive. The engine is a 90-degree V8 with an aluminium billet block, 78mm bore, and an 80mm stroke, dual overhead cam with 5 valves per cylinder, performance aluminium heads, +5 quality. The bore is here increased to 80mm, stroke is left at 80, so it's a square engine basically. Got a billet steel crank, titanium con rods and forged pistons, really high-end internals. A relatively heavy 6 kg flywheel, well, balancing mass, technically. +5 quality again. 12.5 compression. 75 for our cam profiles. 37 springs and lifters. 8500 RPM redline. VVT for all cams. No VVL. You can't use VVL with 5 valves per cylinder. +5 quality again. Naturally aspirated. Direct injected. Individual throttles for each cylinder. Running relatively lean. Pretty advanced timing. 70. Again, +5 quality. Unleaded premium 95 RON gasoline. Race intake. Manifold size 70. Long tube headers, dual exhaust, no bypass valves, header size 65, 63.5mm exhaust size, high flow freeway cat, 2 baffled mufflers, and again +5 quality. Something I want to say about this engine is that, as you can see, it's got quite a lot of power up high relative to its size and relatively low torque, and that's a really good setup to be running in a rear wheel drive car, because it's gonna make it less prone to oversteer when you're giving it throttle out of a corner, stuff like that. And I'll show you the idle RPM out at 900. It's got a pretty nice sound, this aggressive cam profile. I haven't changed the appearance of it. I think it looks plenty good as it is, you know. We're running a sequential 6-speed gearbox. Here you can see the gearing setup. I don't really have to talk all that much and like mention every single number, because you can see it on the screen anyways. Semi-slicks. Oh, and wide tires in the rear and skinny ones in the front is a good rule of thumb when building a car like this. I went for larger rims in the rear, as you can see. I think it looks pretty good on this car, since the rear wheel wells seem to be bigger. Forged rims. 6-piston vented brake discs. You can see the entire setup here. Race diffuser. Max wing angle both front and rear, because downforce is pretty important when you have this much power in a car that only weighs 1041 kilos. You're gonna want plenty of brake airflow also to prevent fade. And since this is a Spyker C8 inspired car, I went with a handmade interior. and the luxury CD, because the car is supposed to be, you know, like a work of art almost. You know, it's supposed to be really an experience. So yeah, I wanted to blend like luxury and high-end performance. Yes, variable hydraulic steering, ABS, no other nannies, basic safety, weight distribution all the way to the front, because this car is pretty rear heavy to begin with. Pretty advanced suspension, active sport, semi-active dampers, and this is perhaps one of the most crucial settings, the suspension tuning. So really make sure to get all of this right if you want the car to actually drive well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty fast car, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.3 seconds. Yeah, and I'm quite pleased with the way it looks. I'm gonna show you how it drives also. Alright, let's try this thing out here in BeamNG Drive and see how it drives. Sounds pretty good at least. This thing drives pretty well. Corners very well, I'd say. It's surprisingly easy to handle for being a mid-engine rear-wheel drive sports car, especially one that is this light with this much power. I love the whine from the sequential transmission. This thing is really rather balanced, but it isn't really like meticulously tuned as far as suspension and all that goes, so I think you can definitely make improvements, and you know, if you can find a setup that works better, it would be cool if you left like a comment telling me how to do it, or something like that. It stops pretty well too. This thing isn't really prone to oversteer, but if you do get oversteer in this thing, it's quite easy to correct. I'm not very good at driving, but yeah, hope we can look past that. Sometimes when you downshift, it wants to kick the rear end out. Yeah, well, I think that was pretty much it as far as driving goes. So yeah, that was my tutorial on how to make a Spyker C8 inspired supercar in automation, as well as showing you how it drives in BeamNG. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.